How's it going? It's me, JRBX, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over a detailed guide for trading in 2025 Blox Fruit. So if you guys do go into enjoying today's video, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. So yeah guys, we're actually going to be going over a detailed guide which will help you guys if you guys are in the second C, or of course just need help in trading overall. And this is how you guys are going to make a lot of value back on your trades. And yeah guys, yeah, we will actually be using Blox trade values, and we'll be using a bit of Gamersburg for this video. Yeah, we'll also be of course using the tier list maker. So yeah, I will actually link most of those stuff in the description so you guys can actually use them for yourself if you want to. The stuff that's of course really helpful. And yeah, let's go on with of course the video. So alright guys, so here's actually the tier list we'll actually be using for of course today's video. I actually already went ahead and actually put all the no value fruits of course in the no value, because these are just fruits that are not really good for trading unless they are permanent. Then yes, they kind of have more demand, but yeah, for at the moment these are all basically in no value. We're actually going to be using of course the calculator here, and yeah, I think they can actually just show you you know, of course the values for the fruits otherwise. Here's a good example, is that like if you go to the legendary fruits, it'll tell you the demand. As you guys can see, there is stable. This is the stability. This is how good a fruit stands at its value over time. Underpaid, means people are not really paying for it even though it has a high value. And of course, overpaid, which is of course people are paying a lot more for. And Buddha is of course over there at 10 out of 10. So yeah, Buddha for that example would of course be an OP, because people of course love Buddha for grinding. Buddha is insane because of the hitbox, and yeah, I will say for that reason of course Buddha is over at S tier quite easily. And of course, as you guys can see, other ones are kind of just more stable because they kind of stay in their own value, while of course others are not. And there's so much different fundamentals that go into trading. So yeah, I will say, for like C is not actually going to be more of bad. It's just going to be more of a It's going to be not really too good at all, but not too great. And it's where fruits like Quake would go, because they're just not good fruits really kind of at all. They kind of stay at their value. They don't really move too much. And of course, I wouldn't say there is much to, of course, benefit off of a Quake unless it is an ad. B is okay, but it's also probably going to be for ad fruits as well. I would say, I know people really do like Ice Fruit, and I think Light Fruit as well are probably in about this level. I will actually go and check real quick though. So for example, Light Fruit's at a stable, so I would say it's more of probably here. Where is Ice Fruit at? I wonder what I think, is it Ice Fruit uncommon? Yeah, Ice Fruit's stable. Demand's at a 2. I think Light has a slightly higher one, so yeah, Light is actually a bit higher than of course Ice. So yeah, I do want to know where Magma is. If you guys don't know, of course Magma is actually a pretty good fruit, and it's a pretty good fruit because as you see, it's overpaid. And the reason why it's overpaid for what it is because people know that it's really good for C events, and of course getting it to V2. If you get it to V2, it's really good for C events and grinding. So overall, it's definitely most certainly in good. I will also say that of course another ant fruit is definitely dark. Nobody really cares about it. Same kind of goes for Ghost as well. Essentially all these kind of ant fruits will be ones that are really just kind of for value ads. I know I was gonna put more of course them into of course B tier. I might throw Blizzard in there just cause. I wouldn't necessarily say it's probably in there though. Same kind of goes for Sound. Spider needs help. It's going to be roughly around here where I think these fruits will be. Of course, this is not going to be those accurate tier list guys, but I will say it is probably also not that bad at all. I will say Portal is of course over at S tier because it is Portal. It's like a gold mine essentially, and it's the same thing for Buddha as well. Really good for trading, so it's really good for what it is. So it's of course in S tier. And also guys, if you guys have any objections to of course my video, please make sure to leave something in the comments for me to reply to. I will be replying to every single comment that I see. And also join my Discord. You can join my community Discord. This is a way to actually talk with me after of course any videos and stuff. And also you can also join my trading servers. This is really good of course with this video, because you guys will then be able to go to the server and know what things are kind of worth. And so yeah, another fruit we'll actually go over and say is actually really high at the moment is actually Control. Control is really good because it's actually going to have a possible rework. And yeah, so I will say for the moment Control is definitely up in S tier at the moment, and when of course it does get a rework, it'll be even higher, baby. So yeah, other fruits, let's see what else we can add in. Barrier is definitely more of an ant fruit. It's not really that good. Diamond, I know Diamond could have changed because of its little rework that it got. Where is Diamond at? Yeah, Diamond is underpaid, so actually people don't really care. So I'd say Diamond probably is more probably about low ant tier. I think the same is basically for Rubber as well. It's not really kind of going anywhere. I'd say it's stable, but you know, yeah, I wouldn't say too much else about it. On Love, let's go have a look at Love. Let's see where Love is at. I think Love, isn't Love a legendary? Yeah, so Love is of course stable. It's not really going anywhere for what it is. So yeah, I would say Love is probably about, I'd say about here. Just because I know Pain has a higher value, and of course, you know, Pain's good for ads. So yeah, I'll put Love right there. I want to see where Phoenix is. Phoenix is a stable at a 4. So yeah, we'll say probably it's about here for Phoenix. What else can we do? I would say, I know Gas is definitely overpaid at the moment because it's Gas. People really do want Gas at the moment. Did I even add Yeti? I think I didn't even add Yeti, guys. Let me go and like change that if I didn't. Alright guys, so I'm back, and yeah, I'm just gonna throw Yeti up here with of course Gas, because it is of course a new fruit. It is gonna be overpaid at the moment. People will just give you a Kitsune, which is also definitely an S tier fruit at the moment. Because you know it's Kitsune. The same also I will say also applies to dragons. So if you guys are, you know, ever curious about that, I think it's because I added double light fruit. I think that's what I did. But yeah, Dragon Kitsune, of course, two of the most expensive fruits in the game, you know, and of course Dragon is just, I'd say Dragon is the best fruit at the moment because, you know, it's just stupid, and you know, it's $50 for a reason, US dollars. So yeah, you know, it's Dragon. Its value is insane. You know, if we go to the calculator, you guys will see that a value for a Dragon is just stupid. So let me go and find it. Dragon, yeah, see, value of 460 million. Now, what if I wanted to do, you know, give someone like a Kitsune, or like someone was giving me a Kitsune? Is 145 mil for a Kitsune. Also, guys, I will actually say something about trading as well. So here is a good thing to keep in mind of. So of course you got Kitsune over here. It has 145 mil of value, right? But the issue that a lot of people actually do come across is that, you know, someone actually might have a couple of leopards, and I think is it like 3 leopards, right? 3 leopards, they'll trade it for Kitsune. So some people who actually have Kitsune might actually accept the trade because, you know, you actually have like a 5 mil extra value for of course this trade. But guess what, it's actually not really a win on you if you, of course, you're actually doing that. So yeah, I will definitely say that of course, you know, with Kitsune, you know, some people are just kind of dumb and will give this away, and you can actually benefit off of getting the Kitsune that way. So yeah, what else is there really to say? I mean, T-Rex, I don't think people really care about T-Rex. T-Rex is more kind of like just an ad fruit. It's more of course a way higher ad fruit, so I'll put it in A for good tier because, you know, it is what it is. Doe is overpaid because it is Doe. I'd say Doe is probably about right here at the moment. What else can I say? Where I'd put anything else? Control, Venom stable, which I kind of expected it to be. It's not going to be anything too crazy. It's going to be probably about here, because I know people of course want T-Rex over Venom usually for some reason. But yeah, Leopard. So Leopard is also another good one. It is an overpaid fruit as well. Will I say it's better than Doe though? I wouldn't necessarily say that, especially if you get Doe to V2. You know, I think it's just Doe's better in that aspect, and people will be going for V2 Doe, of course, if they're trading it. So, you know, I think for that reason that yeah, we'll put Doe a bit higher. And then the next fruit we'll actually have a look at is Spirit. Spirit is at a 7 out of 10 value, so I will say for that reason it's probably about here. You know, I do see a lot of people of course wanting Spirit and a lot more than Venom, so yeah, for that reason I will put that there. Yeah, even if, you know, the values, like, I mean, for values for Venom and Spirit, they're both the same, but you know, I do always of course see from my of course experience is that people want Spirit usually a bit more than Venom. So yeah, the next fruit we also have up is Shadow. I'd put Shadow probably about here. For the value aspect, it's alright. You know, of course, I don't think Magma is better than Shadow because of the value aspect. It's a good ad. So yeah, the same of course. I would say for of course Mammoth. I think Mammoth is probably very high up in A tier. Let's go find where is of course Mammoth. Where's Mammoth? Mammoth is over here. It has a value of 8 mil, and it has a demand of 6 out of 10. So yeah, it is stable for what it is, and I will say for that reason I think it's probably about here. I would say actually it's probably a bit below T-Rex, because T-Rex is actually you know, I do see T-Rex as well. I think they're roughly about the same. Actually, no, we'll put Mammoth actually above T-Rex, because why not? And for the last fruit we of course have for today is of course Rumble. I will say Rumble is probably about here, low on A, possibly actually about on B tier for an okay for an ad. And yeah, that's roughly about my of course tier list, guys, for today's video. Let me know down in the comment section below if this is actually an accurate tier list for of course Blox Fruits in update 25. I will say that's all for today's video. If you guys did go into enjoying today's video, please make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I know this wasn't as in depth as I wanted it to be, but you know, I do hope this did actually help you guys out. If it did, let me know in the comment section below, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day and take care.